Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast. I'm one of your host, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Ray Feinsod,
Hey, hey.
and Tony Coconut.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. We're live right now on Twitch, starting Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock.
Indeed.
Join us for these live broadcasts. Yeah. If you missed these live broadcasts, we're over on YouTube, so you can kind of go over there if you want to as well. And if you're watching this on here, give us a subscribe and like. We'd love to hear from you too. All right, guys. Moviecast time. Post Thanksgiving. A lot of food. A lot of food. I watched some shows. I definitely watched some shows. Was it The Man Inside? Is that the one you like, Tony? Is that what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Ted Danson. I've got. I just watched I've watched 4 episodes of that, so I got like 4 left. I think it's only the episodes.
Yeah.
It's really short. It's a short watch. Definitely has the Good Place kind of vibe a little bit to it. I feel not vibe, but like I don't know. I like that cast, the character. Ted Danson's character. Very nice dude. I like the goofiness of it. It's a good show, and it's got the actress from Upload. Mike is in that. So I believe that's her. Am I wrong?
Does Mike watch this show?
I don't know, but he watched Upload. I know he watched Upload.
I watched part of Upload. Yeah, I watched the first season.
I remember things. Yeah, I take notes.
I'm just saying, what does Mike have anything? If he has never seen this show on Netflix, how would he know?
I don't know who's in it. I only know.
I think that's her. So, but it's a good show. I enjoy it. So obviously also finished up Arcane, which was fantastic show. The art animation, the action sequences were incredible. Like just the finale by itself for that. Obviously, it's not perfect. I will never say that it's perfect, but it's very good. I do feel like it was just rushed a little bit. I feel like we could have gotten more. But then when you think about the cost of it, I understand them giving it limit. But I feel like we could have used a few more episodes this season to get a better story, right?
Yeah, I think episode 8 and 9 kind of got. It went from 0 to 60 real quick, but
yeah, I feel like we didn't get enough. It's fun. It's funny. I'm gonna say filler story, but not really filler, but like fill in the blank story. That's what I'm saying. Not filler, but like fill in a lot of what. Yeah, a better pacing for what these characters were up to.
There's a couple characters that I felt were shortchanged a little bit that could have gotten more time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm trying to think. I watched a movie too.
Moana, apparently.
No, I didn't go to see Moana. I watched Alien Romulus. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, the family went to go see Moana 2, and I was like, you know what, you guys go. I'm gonna stay home, and got the lights out, watched Alien Romulus. Yeah, it was good.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's what I watched. It's crazy to watch something on Disney Plus that's like that, but yeah, I mean it's good, very good movie. Alien Romulus. I liked it. You're not up against a lot of strength movies recently from Alien, so it's tough to go back to remember where this would fall. Obviously 1 and 2 are better, but definitely 3's not as good. So I don't know where this falls exactly, but definitely had the original vibe at least, which was cool. Mixed a little bit of the sequel into it too later on, but it was enjoyable, a little predictable but enjoyable, and I like some of the callbacks they made to it, and recaptured that feel, which is good, and I can't wait to see what they do with this going forward. So I'm excited for that. But so yeah, I got to see that, and that was good. And it was again like the ambiance, being able to just watch the movie lights out, really good. Sat down, enjoyed it. It was good.
Nice.
So yeah, had a nice little almost movie theater experience. But that's it for me. Tony. Flashing that Nintendo shirt. We good.
I watched this movie with Owen Wilson and what's his name? Andy from The Office. From like 2018 era. Father Figures. It was on Netflix.
Oh, Ed Helms.
Oh,
Ed Helms. Yeah, thanks. This was a movie.
Right up there with Madam Web? Or...
No, not quite as bad. At least I laughed at certain parts in this one. But these two characters are brothers, raised by their mom. This is like first 10 minute spoilers. somehow it's revealed to them that their father isn't dead after all these years growing up. They're like adults. And so they go on a road trip to try to find their father. The twist is that their mother back in the day was a very promiscuous young woman. And she's like, yeah, I don't know who your father is, but I have an inkling it might be this
they
dude.
have to figure out who the dad
Yeah.
is. Oh my gosh.
And
I think I remember this movie now.
Yeah. Again, not great, but whatever. I put it on. There were some laughs. Those two actors are, pretty enjoyable to watch and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
Nothing I would have been happy paying for, but whatever. It is what it is. And just more anime. Dragon Ball Daima and Ranma Half, which is
how's Dragon Ball doing? I heard it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I like it. It's got the spirit of original Dragon Ball more so than Z or anything like that. Because Goku's a kid again, and he doesn't have like if he had access to all his powers and stuff like that. Like nothing in this would be like a challenge for him, right?
Yeah,
because it takes place between Z and GT apparently, or Z and Super apparently.
Yeah.
Which like all these characters would not be able to resist put up a fight with him and stuff like that.
So it's a little more was it goofier? I mean, not that it's Dragon Ball, it's goofy, but you know what I mean. Like a little more.
No, it's definitely
goofy,
lighthearted. It's lighthearted.
Yeah,
which is what I would say.
Less intense.
Yeah. He's a kid. He's fighting with his power pole or whatever the hell he called it. That's what they called it in the dub. Stick and stuff like that. But yeah, it's him and some characters going on an adventure and stuff like that. So it's been enjoyable, and because it's Toriyama's last work. Some sad feels to that, but it is what it is.
Sure.
That's it for me.
All right, Corey.
Well, anime as well. It's Ranma Half as well, and I tried. I checked out Dan to Dan because I know you mentioned it, Tony.
He's pushing on me.
And someone else mentioned it to me. And that first episode is like, I don't think this is for me. Like, I don't know. This is borderline creepy. And
up until that part, I thought it was like fun/funny, and then I was like, I don't know about this, man.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna hold off on this for now. I don't necessarily know about this one. I might go check out the next episode, but the first episode, it's got the unique art style to it, which is very much like the manga, but it just like they're like minors, and there's things going on in this that are weird. It's a little off-putting for me. So I was like, I thought it was going to be much more of a comedy, funny thing based off your description, and then you said like, oh, there's something that happens at the end that's a little disturbing. I was like, oh, it's not a little disturbing. It's very disturbing. Okay. So so it's like, well, we'll see. Because like again, you weren't the only one that's like, oh, you should check it out. I was like, oh.
I didn't say check. I don't believe I said check this out.
Okay, well, you're the only one that mentioned
Don't put words in his mouth.
Because I have not watched anything since that first episode. I was like, you know what?
Okay.
I was like, I'll let other people, watch it and tell me if anything like that happens again. Because if it does, then I'm probably not going to check it out. But if it was just like, hey, something kind of ridiculous, skeevy, whatever happens in the first episode, and that's used for the marketing stuff like that to get people to watch it, right? Because even anime is not above using clickbait. So
no, definitely no. I think I'm feeling the same way. Like I was like, what? What is that? Yeah, I don't need another one right now.
Yeah, no.
So they're just very off-putting, very much so.
Which is fine. Ram the Half's the cleanser.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's just like so like lighthearted, like you're saying, and fun and heartwarming in a way too. Like you're rooting for these characters as well.
Well, it's kind of funny too because like this episode and the last week's episode kind of had a very, very, very smaller severity of the thing we're talking about in Dan and Dan, where a character gets kind of threatened with SA,
Let's call it what it is. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, though it was something that happened.
But it's more like, that bastard, I'm gonna fucking kill him. So like, I was like, yeah, I would too, man. I would too. I don't blame you.
Yeah, definitely. And then like I like the relationship between the two main characters and
they have a
how they're handling it.
Yeah,
it's very
like hot and
adorable.
Cold. Yeah.
All right. Yep. Cool. All right, Mike.
Nope.
Nothing during this longer break, huh? A lot of gaming.
A fair amount, yeah.
Just family stuff, or more family stuff. But yeah. All right, let's go into box office because there's a big one. It's a monster
I'm
box
shocked.
office over this Thanksgiving break. Your number one movie in the world, Moana
Disney's
2.
back. I don't know what's going on here. This year is
Moana
killing
2.
it.
I am shocked how much this opened to. It's the 3-day was just 140. The entire like Thanksgiving break time was 225, I believe, over that. Yeah, over that time of the week. It's standing at 231.
Domestic.
231 after yesterday's totals. 231 domestic right now. International is 173. It's at 404 million worldwide. It is a smash success. There's no doubt about that. It seems the hierarchy of the Rock's demise is greatly exaggerated, I guess. I don't know.
No,
Disney,
this has nothing
a lot
to do
of
with
pull.
him. He's just
No,
he plays
they
one
don't
of
see
the
The Rock.
characters. This
Yeah,
is
they
like
don't.
saying like, oh, Chris Pratt was
kids
in
believe it was him.
Super Mario Brothers. Obviously,
Yeah.
he's but at least Chris Pratt has more to his resume than.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when the live action one comes out with him actually being in the
in it.
movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like that's not necessary, especially after how this did. I feel like that's a momentum killer for Moana. If you have they're working on the third one. They just announced that today. They've already been working on the third one, clearly. But you launch a live action and it's flopped. I mean, I feel like you shoot yourself in the foot, don't you?
Yeah. Well, apparently this was supposed to be a series, and they turned it into a movie.
Huh.
That's what I read.
Wow. So
That's
someone made a
probably why
great
they have
call.
The three.
Someone made a great call.
Yeah. It's like, why are we sending this to die on, or not die, but like, why are we sending this out to like not make money for us on Disney Plus? We should make this a movie.
Yeah. Whoever that is, promotion. Unless unless they're already there. Maybe that's their job. I don't know.
Or they probably already got fired. Who knows?
They could, or they got laid off the next day. Yeah, so that's doing great. It's the number one movie in the world. Like I said, it's 404 worldwide. Wicked's still doing amazingly wicked good. Domestics at almost 270. International's just at 97. Not great internationally, but worldwide 365. Thanks to the domestic haul. That domestic haul is really good. I'm shocked how good Wicked's doing. It's a hell of a time for family movies, I guess.
I mean, it's holidays.
Good landing. Good landing for it.
Holidays, like kids are on break. Talked about it. Like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I feel like there was more.
You
this
think people
year
are actually
that go
play with their kids? You think they're gonna do stuff?
No,
with
but I feel like this is like this Thanksgiving was the first time at the dinner table I heard, yeah, I'm gonna go to the movies tomorrow, and I'm like, really? Like this? I don't remember ever hearing this at the table before from my family. So
COVID also put a wrench in all that stuff for a while.
for a while, I guess, but I don't remember it. I just know that we used to like
Well, they're much
Thanksgiving
younger.
night. A lot went Thanksgiving night. So, you know what it is? I think the stores got lucky. Got not lucky, but correct and started. Remember, they used to be open on Thanksgiving night sometimes. Those stores. That was a terrible time for employees. But now that they're closed, now people are going to the movie theaters. So
yeah, what else are you gonna do?
theaters.
You're not gonna talk to your family.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I just go home and sleep off the turkey. So, but yeah. So Wicked's number 2, Gladiator. Gladiator's also doing really well.
Is it?
It's the highest grossing. Yeah, it is. It is. It's at 322 worldwide. It is Denzel Washington's highest grossing movie of all time.
That's interesting.
Shocking, right?
I mean,
Shocking.
the movie is expensive as shit, so I don't think it's gonna be profitable. But whatever.
I said gross.
No. I know you did. I know. Just specify. I don't think it's gonna turn a profit, but.
No, but they have to be very encouraged. In fact, I've heard they're working on Gladiator 3, and I don't know if that's 100% confirmed yet. But I've seen a lot of chatter.
Figure
for
out
that.
how to trim the budget.
Yeah, yeah. So 113 domestic, 208 international, 322 for that one. That's your top 3. That's really the box office right now. I mean, Red 1, The Rock's other movie, is still floundering terribly. So,
when does Sonic come out?
Christmas week.
December. Yeah, Christmas week.
Okay, so
Why don't
that's
you
like
like the day after or something like
that's
that?
gonna be pretty big.
Yeah,
Does it beat Moana?
No, man.
No, nothing. Well,
Well,
Sonic will do very well. I think it'll do respectable
Moana-
numbers. But
Moana has now beat Super Mario and what was the other animated film for highest grossing over its opening weekend internationally?
Inside Out 2 did fantastic this year. I don't remember what it did opening weekend though.
Which one?
Mario, Minion,
Inside Out.
Inside Out too. Yeah, that's it.
Inside Out 2, yeah. No, this was I think Moana is the highest highest grossing animated movie of all time for the opening weekend. If I just saw that stat. See if I can
That's
get
pretty
it.
crazy.
Yeah, breaks the box office records. Yep, highest grossing Thanksgiving weekend ever. But then I did read that it was ahead of Super Mario because of the international dollars. So, yeah, doing well. All right, let's go into some news, guys. We've got some fun stuff to talk about. We've got Arcane to lead it off because we just talked about it on our, what we've been watching. We talked about it last week. Good news is, well, bad news is the series is over. Good news is spin-offs are already in production. In fact, they have been in production for over a year now, apparently, which is very good to hear.
No, it's very exciting, and the way that the show ends, it's leading up to moving to other territories.
Sure,
as well,
absolutely, yeah,
awesome to see.
Yeah, I mean, it gets me. I'm so interested now in this world that I know nothing about, and I never played the game, and I don't want to play the game actually. I just want to enjoy this world.
Do not play the game.
Yeah, I don't want to. I just want to enjoy this world.
No. It's just funny because like that is literally like the meme. It's like after watching Arcane, you might be tempted to install League of Legends. Do not do this. Like any League of Legends page will tell you to not do this, and it's like maybe play Team Fortress Tactics or Teamfight Tactics or Runeterra, which is the card game. But do not.
I could see myself if I'm watching if they're doing it like at a convention, like playing the game like a competition. I could see myself watching that a little more this time. That's about it though. Not playing the game.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's a shame just because like I feel like they really want like they have an MMO in the works there, which is far off because it got rebooted. But they have the fighting game, 2XK or whatever the fucking horrible name that is. I don't get their name again.
They showed off a bunch of games that they were working on a while ago. That was cool to see like how much they're expanding the universe. But
there is actually a game that stars Echo. It's a Metroidvania type game, so.
Nice.
I might at some point in the future. I've got too much on my plate right now, but
for the exact quote for those who have not heard this yet, the co-creator Christian Link is it Linky or Link? Revealed that the show's focus on Noxus, Ionia, and Demacia regions were planned as the next steps in the universe. So, and then next series is already in development for about a year. He said. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, we might see in 2 years or so.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. What else? I just closed that down. Great. What else we got? We've got Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos comes out this week. I put it on the news because it's getting good reviews. Like it's
all of James Gunn's like superhero stuff has gotten good reviews. So
yeah, I mean, again, we've talked about in this podcast how much pressure he's under for Superman to land. But like this is like an under the radar thing. It's animated. It's coming to Max. It's coming this week. It's a show, and apparently it's in the high 80s, 90s last time I checked for reviews.
I mean, good for him. Again, I just can't.
I got you. But it's.
Are you gonna check it out?
Interesting. If it gets enough, then you gotta check it out. If it gets enough feedback, you know what I mean? Like of like good stuff, like good vibes flying around, a lot of people talking about it, and you gotta check it out.
Okay.
It's one of those shows that you know what I mean. Like it could be.
What's it's TV show.
Yeah.
How many episodes?
Yeah, Max series.
It's a animated show, right?
Yeah.
How many episodes are we getting?
I don't have an episode count. Sorry.
6.
That
8,
I don't know.
10. 6 to 10. Probably. Nice.
So the first 2 episodes will be released on December 5th. New episodes will continue to drop weekly until the finale on January 9th. So.
Oh, so maybe 6. Yeah.
8, 7, maybe.
Unless
6.
they debut with 2 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna debut with 2. So then it's probably 8 because they're gonna finale. They're probably finale with 2. I'm guessing, or something like that. So.
6 to 8. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll probably check it out because I appreciate James Gunn's work. In fact, I forgot to mention I watched the Christmas special from Guardians of the Galaxy again.
That was good
for this year.
It's
like Christmas time.
Yeah,
it's a great Christmas special.
It is. I might watch it again.
So I watched that again, and his work. His stuff is just I don't know. It's fun to watch a lot. It's just the best way to say it.
Yeah,
it's always like a good watch.
I think he really gets the ensemble cast really well.
I think he does a good job of finding what makes a character unique and interesting.
Yeah.
When they're not necessarily interesting on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I think he pulled that out really well.
Yeah.
I think so.
Even like Drax, you know, that I think Drax probably had like and Mantis to a lesser degree had like the least interesting angles from the first two movies, but you know, in the third movie, I thought they, you know, gave him some good, more depth to it. Not, you know, obviously Star Lord or Gamora, but
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. All right, so we'll see. Hopefully that's good. I'll check it out. Lastly, in the news, Ella Purnell, who played Lucy in Fallout, has posted
Also the voice
on
of Jinx in Arcane.
also the voice of Jinx. Yes, has been in the news. Has pointed out that she's been told to play Fallout New Vegas. Since I do love some source materials, and this may or may not be prep for a certain job I may or may not be on soon.
A little
So,
bit
hey.
different than what they told the Like a Dragon people to do.
I'm putting it on here because there's obviously different paths to creativity, I guess, and Fallout hit really well, and they're embracing their material, and that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like that's what I like that path. That's the path I like. So.
no, it's obviously the best path. But you know, I think if you compare to the budgets, I mean, Fallout, you probably make a dozen seasons of Yakuza for the price that you paid for Fallout.
Yeah, that's probably true. But to tell actors not to look at the source material during it, it's just
No, I get it
it's
because
veteran,
I get that. We talked about it when the Acolyte, how they wanted whoever was heading that. They're like, we don't want everybody to be a fan of Star Wars in the writers' room because then it's like, oh, everything's reverent and like that's how you get stuff like.
Right.
Remember Leia's blaster holder? You ever wonder where she got it? Or her hairstyle? You ever wonder where she got that? No, I don't. Never fucking thought about that once. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, the hairstyle, maybe, because it's pretty notable.
I mean, as a character, yeah, it's one of her traits, but like she's never talked about like, oh, my hairstyle means so much to me.
Right.
It's because
there's like this history that people have been wondering about for the past 30 years. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I think there's good balance you need to.
Yeah, there's a balance, absolutely.
Again, but also Fallout is different in that you never really continue a story, so it's more about learning the location, or rather than characters. So I think there's an advantage there for that adaptation.
Well, yeah, I mean, Fallout, you could just say it's like
precise.
There's a dartboard. It's like this is gonna take place in D.C. or Boston or Las Vegas.
The other advantage this Fallout had was that it didn't use characters that were in the games for their main character. Like you don't have the main character of the video game being the main character of the TV show. So you can do a little bit more and have a little more freedom there.
Yep. So I don't know.
But no, I mean it's good. Fallout New
It's
Vegas
good.
is the best Fallout.
No, I mean it's good to get the vibes of New Vegas and understand like how it is. But unlike what we just said, you would expect there might be at least one character from the games that might be in that location.
Well, we did see one of them,
situation.
but I'm not going to spoil.
Oh,
it was very brief, but yeah.
Yes.
No, I think you'll see some, but be interesting.
Oh,
so that's a long ways out. They're just starting to get ready for it. They're not even filming it yet.
Right.
So long ways out.
Yeah, which is a shame. And
this is what happens with these streaming shows. It's like 3 years between seasons now. So
yeah, I mean that's the downfall to it, and it sucks because like a lot of these are just like, well, we want to see the metrics first, right? And it's like,
you're investing. They're putting a lot of money, and that's
I get it.
I understand.
I get it, but at the same time, it's like you can't really follow up in a timely fashion. Like. How many times have I talked about like, Stranger Things? Those kids, like all those kids, are adults now. Like Millie Bobby Brown's married and stuff like that. And it's like, what the fuck? You're a child. Like, it's like how long was Stranger Things? And it's like, oh my god, like season 1 was that old? Like holy shit. Cobra Kai. I mean, fucking Cobra Kai debuted on fucking YouTube. Red, not even around anymore.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's right.
It's and they cut the filler episodes now, but now that we're waiting so long between content, I wouldn't mind some filler episodes anymore. I kind of miss at least the 13, 14 episode seasons. Maybe you don't need 22 again, but
no, definitely not.
You spend so much time without these, you kind of forget to care about them by the time they're back.
Yeah, I just wish they would like at least
Just forget
give
story.
the
Entirely.
writers like be like
Yeah.
be like, hey man, like, you know, obviously like for the most part, the way the writers operate, my understanding anyways, like the bulk of their job is done way early, right? Because obviously, you know, you can't get much else done if the script isn't mostly finished and stuff like that, right? And you're just editing or tweaking stuff, you know, at the end there. But like be like, hey, you know, pen together, right? This like the story for season 2. At least that way, it's like, hey, once we get the number crunchers, the fucking, you know, accountants and nerds that, you know, be like, yeah, this is profitable, we should make another one. They can like hit the ground running, then be like, okay, cool. Rather than like, well, the machine's off, like the whole rig, you know, I'll just use that now. It's just like, all right, well, we got to spin it up again. It's going to take a while. It's like, yeah, but like, I don't want to go 3 years between seasons.
I get you. At least have it like idling. You know what I mean? Like have it the framework there, not like, oh, we got to get writers back. We got to get, you know what I mean? Like that's what it seems like they're doing here. There's no, how much of an investment is it to have like these writers standing on standby and saying, hey, listen, we'll see how this launches, but you know, here's some minor pay, a little bit of pay just to keep you on staff and see how this goes. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. All right, that's going to wrap up this episode of the Moviecast, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, we are live on Twitch Tuesday night. Stay tuned for the Gamecast coming up next. If you miss any of these live broadcasts, everything's over on YouTube. Everything. So go on over there, subscribe. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys. Give us a like as well. We'll see you guys over on the Gamecast. We are out.